Good evening all and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's Friday night, which means it's alcohol-free beer night. And the beer we're going for tonight is from Sainsbury's. It's one of their own. It's this one. It is their Session Ale. And their Sainsbury's Session Ale is described as being hoppy, malty and golden and weighs in at 0.5% ABV. It doesn't really tell you a huge amount on the back of the bottle, other than that this Session Ale combines sweet malty notes, beautifully balanced with subtle bitterness. And that is one way to describe a golden ale. You can't get no fairer than that. Like I say, it is purchased from Sainsbury's. It's about £2 a bottle, give or take a smidge. I forget exactly what I paid for it. It's bottled in France. So there's a few alcohol-free beers that I've seen that are bottled in France. I wonder if it is from the same brewers. It doesn't say, but we shall see how it tastes. So, without further ado, let's get the bottle open, pour it, and see what we think. So we're pouring into my AF Beer Club glass, and the pour is golden, light, with a fairly chunky head. So yeah. So that's your beer in a glass, clear as a bell, golden, which is great. You've got a slightly off-white, pretty tight and compact head. That's your beer up close, and you can see how clear it is. You can see my mug through it. So yeah, looks good. See what it smells like. It smells like beer. There are hops present. They're kind of grassy, light green, almost peppery and citrus. Smells very lager-like. Not very golden, but the malts are coming through, and it is quite a sweet-smelling beer. But otherwise, there are good lager hints here, which, given it's a golden ale, who knows? Anyway, looks good, smells nice. See what it tastes like. Cheers. It's very sweet. Very, very, very sweet. It's got that thing going on that I'm not a big fan of, but it does have some saving graces. The body is decent. It's medium weight, really nice carbonation. It's a little bit more carbonation than many alcohol-free beers I've had lately, and that's quite a good thing because it allows the hops, when they come through, to really bounce. And they are slightly bitter once you get past that sweet crystal malt thing going on. And there is that pepperiness and that slight citrus hint of those hops, which I do like. It's just overpoweringly sweet on the malt. The finish is surprisingly quite well balanced once that sweetness fades away. You get some of it retained, and then you get some more of those peppery hops. And yeah, the malt comes through quite well. Again, once that initial sweetness fades, it's not too bad. I do like the bitterness that comes through on occasion. So yeah, it's a 500ml bottle. I forgot to mention that earlier, even though it does say it on the front. But we're going to give it some points. And before we go to my scoreboard of joy, the aid memoir from Untapped says there have been 129 check-ins with a pretty low, less than 50%, well, 2.64. Average score. I was going to say less than half. It's not. It's just over. One person I know has tried it, 3.75. And again, you know, wisdom of crowds and all that. Everyone's different. Everyone likes things differently. Me, let's find out. So, appearance-wise, I quite like the look of it. You know, I cannot fault it. Let's just top it off and get some more of that quite nice head back on it. Don't want to go mental. It's a good-looking beer. Can't fault it, really. Looks just like the sweets I used to have as a kid. So, yeah, it's going to get a point for the appearance. The aroma is quite nice. I like the peppery, spicy hops. I like the citrus note coming through. And the lager vibe. Now, the lager vibe doesn't translate massively to the flavour, but it's nice nonetheless. I would dial back a little bit of the sweetness, though, on the nose, because it is quite sweet on the nose. So I'm going to give it the 0.75. The body, excuse me, I cannot fault. I like it. It's medium weight, great carbonation. It's a little bit more than normal, but it works in this instance. So I'm going to give it a full point. The taste. There are elements I really enjoy, and there are elements that kind of take it away. You've got beautiful spicy hops when they come through. You've just got to get past that initial hit of sugary sweetness, which if you can do that, you're going to love it. For me, it's a bit of a detractor. So I am going to give it 0.25. And I say a bit of a detractor, it really is a big detractor for me. It kills the buzz of the good hops that I enjoy. Anyway, the finish. Again, as I say, it's quite well balanced once that initial sweetness fades. You've got a decent amount of bitterness. You've got the green grassy hops coming through. It's arguably the second best thing about the beer. So I'm going to give it the 0.75. It just needs just a little bit more of that sweetness to fade away, which means I've given it 3.75, same as Henry. So yeah, it's better than I thought, based on the average score of 2.64. So let's see if we can get some bonus points, shall we? Can't have the full bonus because it didn't get a full 5 out of 5. Value for money. It's about £2 a bottle for a 500ml, and it's readily available in your local Sainsbury's. It's pretty decent value for money if you like the sweeter side of things. But that said, there's not many 500ml alcohol-free beers out there in the supermarkets. Excuse me. And I think for that basis, I'm going to give it a value for money because it tastes nice enough. It's just missing a little bit of something, a bit more bitterness. Take away that sweetness. Buy again. Now here's an interesting one. This is actually the second bottle of it I bought. The first one I've still got. It's down here. I'm meaning to do something with it. Here it is. Same bottle, everything. It's definitely not the one I've opened because it's got the cap on. However, when I bought it, I didn't notice it was out of date. And like a stupid idiot, I had already lost the receipt, so I couldn't take it back. But there we go. That's that one. And just for clarity, there's what I'm drinking. So technically, yes, I have bought it again, is my point. But would I buy it again now I've tried it? I'm on the fence, I'll be honest. There's elements I enjoy, but the overriding sweetness of that malt is a little bit for me. So I'd have to be in the mood, I guess is the point. So yeah, the Sainsbury Session Ale has got 3.75 out of 5 with a value for money tick box. And there we go. Not terrible, not brilliant. Definitely had worse, definitely had better. Have you tried it? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments section below, and we'll leave it there for today. So on that note, I will say that has been the beer. I've been me. This is the new Mash Gang t-shirt, and I will see you again for another video tomorrow. Bye.